Hi and welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction and discussion video for the 21st episode of Season 2 of Stargate SG1 called 1969. Don't forget that you can see the full version of this reaction on my Patreon channel. Check out the link in the description below. Last time we saw a boy pass through the gate and bypass the shield. He said that he was there to warn them. Sam checked him over and confirmed he was not a Goa'uld and he had no devices on him. He told them that his mother was there and she'd been watching them for some time and she was invisible. He said that she was from a race that had been decimated by the Goa'uld and some rebels on the planet were hunting down all humans to remove any new hosts to stop the Goa'uld. His mother was trying to stop this from happening. Tests showed that the boy was human and had been genetically created and was dying. Mother grew impatient with their skepticism that she was there and fired a ball of energy, which kind of swayed their opinions. They called for the Tok'ra to help and they confirmed Mother's species existed and they were aware of them. Teal'c and the Tok'ra also appeared to be affected by them when in close proximity. They had devices which allowed the alien mother to be detected and visibly seen. They were given coordinates to locate the staging ground for the attack from the aliens, which should only have had a few groups of the alien rebels, but there turned out to be one or two more than expected. Some of the aliens returned to Earth with them undetected and started to attack, but they managed to repel them with Mother's help, who sacrificed herself to save them. The boy returned with the Tok'ra so that they could put a symbiote inside him, which would cure him. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here, and at the end of the reaction I'll be discussing what happened and my thoughts about it. And I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1.
She said something about having to time the calculations exactly right this time of year.
Why?
She said something about solar...
flares?
This time of year, the direct line between P2X555 and the Earth takes us within 70,000 miles of the Sun. I have to update the computer's drift calculation.
We know that.
Yeah, whatever.
How's the hand?
It's a little sore, but it'll be all right. Thank you.
It sounds like the line of sight for this Stargate to wherever they're going, or it also sounds like whenever the wormhole's open, it's literally a direct straight line to where they're going, which makes sense, but that kind of clarifies it. But something's just almost in the way. They're getting very close to a sun. What? So it sounds like, oh, okay, so they've got to take that into account for the connection. Don't quite get how that all works, but okay.
I'd like you to take this note along with you. Keep it in your vest pocket until you get on the other side.
Is he telling her that he fancies her?
Done already?
Saki. I think I was Jack then, did a little skip over. Yeah. Back where they started. Oh, maybe not.
Where are we?
I don't know, sir. For a minute there, we were back in the gate room.
Yeah.
This looks suspiciously like the butt end of a Titan missile.
Standing by for test burn in T-minus 20 seconds.
Oh, and you're at the wrong end of it.
15 seconds.
He's just looking.
9, 8,
Well, that's not going to do much good.
1. Ignition.
The way they're all just running around trying to find a way, he just goes, shoots it. Job done. Lucky it worked.
How'd you know that would work?
Yeah.
I did not.
Hands on your head! Get on your knees!
So they stepped through the Stargate and exited. And I noticed that the guns were there, and the gate room and everything, and it all disappeared. I don't know. Yeah, if that thing had launched in that contained space, there was nowhere they could have hidden. The flames would have roasted them immediately. Hopefully, immediately.
So we're still in Cheyenne Mountain?
No, take me to your CO.
Whoa. Oh, 1969.
My orders are to forget I ever saw it, sir.
So they travelled in time.
I'm fairly certain that we've traveled back in time.
Yeah.
30 years.
How's she know 30 years?
We're the first people in human history to go back in time,
That you know of?
for all we know. We could see the Great Wall of China being built.
Or prevent regrettable events from your history from ever occurring.
No, that's never a good idea.
Because of the grandfather paradox.
Hmm.
If you went back 50 years and murdered your own grandfather, your own father would never have been born.
And then you wouldn't be born, which means it wouldn't have happened. But if it didn't happen, you couldn't go back and change it. Yeah, it sets off a cycle. It would basically destroy the universe under that theory.
How do we explain the larval Gould that Teal'c is carrying? Our advanced weapons, our GDOs.
Yeah.
Haven't we altered history already just by being here?
We have to concentrate on damage control.
Yeah, minimize the effect.
Destroy our advanced weapons and technology.
That's going to be a little tough.
Yes, it is.
Tell anyone anything about who we are or where we're from.
Teal'c's gonna be the trickiest.
The Sovietsky spione?
Yet?
Oh, don't speak to him in Russian.
I just...
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, that was stupid.
And you are?
Oh, he's gonna give his name, rank, and number?
Captain James T. Kirk
Oh,
of the Starship Enterprise.
that's not his name, rank, and number.
Say otherwise.
Ah, yeah, you have dog tags.
Before we ship you out and hand you over to wherever it is they take spies such as yourself.
Area 51, I think, in their case. Because the weapons.
Listen, you don't have the exact date. What was the weapon you used?
Did they have cameras in there? Did it say it used?
Well, it's hard to say. Some sort of state secret. No, just difficult to pronounce.
Yeah, he's the wrong person to ask.
Bob. Can I call you Bob? Kirk, you can talk to me, or you can talk to the CIA.
If this is 1969, then Star Trek was around, so you'd think he would have heard of James T. Kirk.
My name's not Kirk.
Hmm.
It's Skywalker. Luke Skywalker.
That one's not around yet.
Shouldn't we start a search?
I'm afraid this is one mission they're on their own.
Ooh, he gave the note. Did he know it was going to happen?
If I remain on this planet, I will eventually be taken over by my mature symbiote.
That was a coincidence? Or was it on purpose?
Flat tire?
I'm the one who arranged it.
Oh. Why has he gone in there with just a handgun? They could easily overpower him. That's a bit silly.
Oh my god.
Oh! Joy, he looks like him!
My name is Samantha Carter, and you gave me the note.
Yeah! Oh, I honestly thought when he was reading the note, oh, he looks a bit like a young Hammond. I really did think that. He really, really does. Oh, they got the right person for that role. Right, so... Oh, it's a closed loop. So this all happened. And General Hammond gave the note to Sam to give to her younger self. So, yeah, so it would all happen as it's meant to happen. Oh, that's quite cool. Ah,
General Hammond gave me a note and told me to keep it in my vest pocket until I got to the other side.
yeah, because he'd find it.
In my handwriting.
What's it say?
Hello?
And seeing as helping you will undoubtedly lead to court-martial, I'd like to know why I would do that.
Oh, they've really got the right person.
I know this is kind of hard to understand, but that's roughly how far back in time we've traveled.
Oh, careful how much you tell him.
I can't help you.
Wait, we can prove it.
Although, they just need to tell him what they want to tell him, because that's what happened. Because things will turn out as they're meant to turn out. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened the way it did. I think. So yeah, they don't need to be careful at all. They just need to say what they want to say because it's the right thing to do. Time travel.
What's the date?
August 4th,
Yeah.
1969.
Yeah.
The moon landing? That was just a couple of weeks ago, right?
But not too many people know you watched it from your father's bedside in his hospital room.
No, they don't.
How did you know?
You told him.
For some reason, 30 years ago, you decided we were going to need help. Now you're going to listen to yourself?
I wouldn't believe it if I found a note like that. Very trusting.
There are 2 other men, including the driver.
Thank you.
He's just helping them on the basis of that note.
I'm sorry, miss. Did I hurt you?
It's Captain. Lieutenant.
You outrank him.
We are going to have to knock those guys out somehow.
Will this do?
Yeah, that'll do. You picked the right gun. Any other weapon, it could have killed them.
Where's the rest of our gear?
The major ordered it shipped in a separate truck.
Yeah, I think I started saying, but got distracted. Yeah, he's doing all of this based on that note, which in his handwriting, I mean, my handwriting's awful. I don't know if I'd trust a note that looked like my handwriting, especially a 30-year gap. Your handwriting changes over time, so I'm sure his handwriting now would be different to how it is in the future. So he's basically just freed possible Russian spies who've now attacked he let them attack his people, his colleagues, friends, on the basis of that note. Highly unlikely, but cool. What would happen if they shot the truck, the metal of the truck, like the engine compartment? Would the shockwave, the electrical effect, travel through the truck, all the metal parts, and shock anyone who was touching anything metal? I'm just wondering if that's an easy way of shocking everybody at once. Don't know. Part of me thinks it would. Be cool to see. Were there just 2? Looks like.
All right, everything you confiscated from us is in these 2 boxes?
Except for your ray gun, yes.
Oh, is he going to destroy it? Destroyed everything.
What's his name had videotape of this thing in action?
Yes, it was in those boxes along with everything else.
Convenient. What did he throw out?
Yeah, I might have some.
That's good. Pay you back. With interest.
If he gets back in the future, he will.
What are you gonna do now?
Well, you're better off not knowing.
Yeah.
But I do want you to know that what I'm about to do keeps you from getting court-martialed.
Bang! Had to. Yeah, he had to.
So, what's the plan? Find the Stargate?
Where was it in 1969? I thought it was in the base. In the same location. Because... what's his name? Can't remember his name. The guy who was on his own on that planet where the building was collapsing. His name came to me then and went again straight away. He went through in the 40s, wasn't it? And it was in the same gate room. So it should have been there. Oh, yeah, I'm confused. I don't know where it is.
Elegant in its simplicity, don't you think?
Yeah, but how do they get back?
There's one in Antarctica.
You can't.
So when we locate the Stargate, how then do we get back to the future?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Teal'c's point's good. Yes, they could probably travel to another planet, but how are they going to travel back to where they came from? And they can't go to the one from Antarctica because they found that in the future. That would mess up time. So, yeah, they can't do that.
Help them. August 10th, 9:15 a.m., August 11th, 6:03 p.m.
There must be times they have to go through the gates to get back. So whatever caused them to go back in time, those times will allow them to go forward again. Something to do with that sun, I'm assuming, that they mentioned at the beginning, being in a certain position.
Carter, stick your thumb out.
Carter, get her to do it.
We should go to New York. Well, that's where Catherine used to live, or lives.
Yeah.
Daniel, you can't.
It didn't happen.
So we go in disguise. Catherine said herself she began her research in the late 60s. I mean, who knows? Maybe we're the ones who gave her the idea in the first place.
Yeah. You could ask her not to say anything like I did with the general.
This method appears to be ineffective.
What's he going to do? Just stand in front of it. That works.
Where are you headed?
Upstate New York, some big concert. Where you headed?
New York?
Far out, man. Oh, Teal'c with them.
Come on, ride up front with me, brother. It's cool.
Oh, I can see Teal'c as a hippie.
I'm Michael.
I am not at liberty to reveal my identity.
Yeah, Catherine's probably the only person they could go to.
Got a little problem with the establishment.
I so relate to that.
We're even thinking of crossing the border up to Canada.
For what reason?
The war.
The war with Canada.
Oh, 69. Is that Vietnam? So they're looking to avoid the war. I can't remember the dates. I'll look it up. Oh, what's Jack going to wear? And Teal'c. Daniel will get away with wearing anything, I think, but those two could look quite weird. God, they got a hell of a drive. Wow. Interesting look. They should travel to other planets looking like that.
Flare.
What?
That's the only explanation.
Yeah.
Sent back because of a solar flare.
Oh.
I was asked to research alternative applications for the gate, including time travel.
Crumbs. Well, they thought it could happen.
A massive solar flare just happened to occur. If the wormhole itself...
Oh, they're listening.
The increased gravity could slingshot us back to Earth.
Ah, slingshot effect. Star Trek 4.
Okay, if they're impossible to predict, how do we get ourselves home?
August 10th.
They already happened.
Or maybe that's the reason he asked you to do the research in the first place.
Oh.
General Hammond, you old son of a...
Yeah.
You said that you were in trouble with the establishment.
We are.
Yeah.
Just not the establishment of this planet.
Well, it is this planet. Just not this time.
We came to Earth to hide among your people.
Oh.
Long time ago.
From a galaxy.
Far, far away.
I don't know, man.
Oh, they're going to shoot them. Oh, just prove that they're aliens.
That was unreal.
It is, in fact, extremely real.
New York. Where in New York? Good security.
Alright, we got one shot to prove Carter's theory.
Why isn't she there?
Is not astronomy one of your hobbies on here?
Not quite on this scale.
No, I was thinking not on this scale. Whoa. Yeah, why didn't Carter go there? Never been to America. Love to go to New York.
I was but a small boy when they were still the...
Oh dear.
Mein Vater often spoke of dein Vater.
Awful accent.
What was so important it couldn't be discussed over the telephone?
She looks like the actress who played the older version as well.
He referred to it in his notes as a doorway to heaven.
Duvet to heaven?
Did your father ever explain to you the nature of the work he was doing in 1945?
Was that guy's name Ernest, the one who went back? If it was, I should have remembered that because it's my dad's middle name. But yeah, I think it was Ernest. It was bugging me. I've been thinking about it.
There was an accident.
Ernest Littlefeld.
Ernest.
It is simply locked away.
Where?
Some old armory in Washington, D.C.
So they got to get in there and activate it, but it's not going to have any power or anything, or the dialing computer.
It's showtime.
Oh, is this the first one?
Precisely 6:03 p.m.
So now it's proven that's what it's for. Well, they obviously are, but I don't know how they're going to make it. But now they know for definite that's what it is. They've got one shot now for the second one.
Where do we have to be for tomorrow's flare? Washington, D.C.
Why didn't Sam go? I don't understand. Not that she said anything at Catherine's. I suppose woman's less threatening.
The two of you have been unbelievably
groovy.
This is a great time.
Michael got drafted.
Ah.
We can walk the rest of the way from here.
What do you mean walk the rest of the way? You're there. That's the gates. That's the same thing covering they had when it was taken by those, or the other gate was taken by those people. Oh, they shot the truck then, but I think it was the ricochet from the man. That's really cool like that, actually. Oh, that's cool, yeah, climbing up it like that. Wow. Lucky they had it upright, and not just had it laying down, which more than likely they would have. There's no reason for them to have it upright like that, except for the episode. That's an impressive shot with them on the side like that. Now what?
Well, General Hammond must have chosen flares on the opposite side of the sun this time. So the sun's rotational differential will send us forward instead of back.
Alright. Give him that one.
15 minutes away from the only chance we are going to get at this, and we still haven't found a power source to...
Ooh, except General Hammond and they don't know that those coordinates are right. Or, well, no, he knows they're right, but he doesn't know what the effect will be, because that's now in his future. He doesn't know they'll return for definite. So there's no guarantees. Obviously, they're going to for the episode, but yeah, at this stage now, this is all unknown. And again, security? One person? Power to the truck!
Keep it going!
Oh, multiple trucks. Yeah, I mean, that would make a hell of a racket. Those trucks are not quiet. Yeah, get down. You're about to see something impressive. Oh. Oh, yeah, he did it then. It hit the metal, but he wasn't touching it. Oh, and again! That doesn't look right.
ATM. ATM.
Where's everyone?
Wizard of Oz. Oh, that's wrong.
Hello, Jack. Teal?
The future. Is that Sam?
Oh my god. Cassandra.
Oh, I was going to say, her eye colour was different. Sam's blue, I just noticed them.
So the flare threw you far into the future.
How did you know we'd come here?
Yeah. Oh, they told them. They told her, sorry.
And that I'd be the one to send you home.
Like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, the whole thing is.
Already? But there's so much that you...
Of all people, no, I can't. I will tell you this.
What?
Your journey's just beginning.
Well, the fact that they're there proves a lot. It means that Earth isn't destroyed. The gate isn't used by the looks of it in the future, because the way everything's covered up. So that's quite important information. Teal.
In the vest pocket of one, I found a note with my name on it. Needless to say, I followed its instructions.
Why?
But you couldn't have known when to give it to me.
No, not until I saw the cut on your hand.
Oh, I wonder why they drew attention to that.
Ever since we met.
God, keeping that to yourself all this time, that's got to have been hard. But that also means that he knew that they wouldn't die in the situations they've been in, because that happened, and it had to happen again. So that's a bit weird now.
It's going to be a long debriefing. Oh, by the way, Colonel, with interest, you owe me $539.
Pay up. That was quite a fun episode. A few things didn't make sense, but it was a fun episode. They got the actors in the past spot on. The young General Hammond, Lieutenant Hammond, he just looked and sounded so much like him. Accents you can put on, but he looked like him. And the actress who was playing Catherine as well looked like a younger version. So yeah, they did well. Oh, now I'm wondering. I wonder if they're related or something for them to look so close. I wonder if that's his son or something, and that was the actress's daughter. I'll look them up, but they really did get them spot on. I thought they were going to reveal that couple on the bus were like famous people after that had happened, that this influenced them in some way, and that we'd know. They say, "Oh, I'm Michael. His name is Michael so and so." We think, "Oh, it's him," but they didn't. Unless there's something in American history about a Michael who stood up for the draft. I don't know. At Teal'c's look, the wig and even just the colours they chose for him, very good. So yeah, they went to the future. That seemed a bit weird, sending them to the future to come straight back again. And I said, even though they didn't say anything about the future, there was a lot they could surmise from that room. So just the fact that the room was there, and that told a lot. And so it wasn't being used either. So that's interesting. But that's gonna spark a lot of interest from the higher ups. The fact that it was used for time travel once, they're going to be looking into that, and now they know it can be done that way. They'll be interested in that and using that in the future if they can. But it sounds like it's not something that can be planned. You have to get you never know it's the right time till it's happened, because the solar flare would have happened already. But yeah, that would have got a lot of people interested. No, good fun episode. Still think it was weird that young General Hammond went along with it so easily just from reading a note. That's a bit odd, but alright, we'll go with it. Yeah. Let me know what you thought about this one in the comments below, and I shall see you for the next episode. Be seeing you.